Hello and welcome to the Willow Rose Cottage. Today it's been approximately a month since I posted my goals for the new year. And I was just kind of living with them in the back of my mind, remembering as I go through life what my goals were. And so I read something a while ago that said, oh, today is I think 19th day or something like that, since everybody posted their New Year's resolutions, and check in and see how well you're doing, because 90% or so people will have broken their resolutions. So mine are not necessarily resolutions. What I decided, and if you watch the original video, you'll remember that I kind of had, I don't want to say it was tragic, but it felt tragic at the time. I had a little incident, I guess. I don't know if it would be an incident. I had an awakening. Okay, so I had an awakening where I was planning a Yule party for Yule. Hold on, you dropped it. Buddy, you dropped it. It's right here. And I had been planning this for like a month. And I was planning it because a friend asked me to do it. I wasn't even going to do a Yule party this year because I just wasn't in the mood. But she asked me to do it. She asked me twice. On the second time, I agreed. So I went out. I did all the things I needed to do. I worked really, really hard. Hurt my hand, actually, working so hard. I spent a whole shit ton of money. And on the day before the party, one by one, all but two called and canceled. So I was pretty devastated. A lot of work, a lot of money went into nothing to prove to me. I mean, I'm not saying that they didn't have good excuses. Like, they did. They had good excuses. Like the friend that asked me to do the party had to cancel because she had a tooth pulled and it got infected. So she was just like fighting an infection in her mouth. And I get that. I mean, you don't want to go have a Yule party with an infection in your mouth. Who would? Although the whiskey and the wine probably would have helped. So that was one. Another one, I mean, they all had really legitimate excuses. So, but that didn't stop me from feeling completely devastated to the point where I was like, I'm done with everything, and I'm going to make some changes in my life. So I sat down maybe the day after Yule, and I wrote out a list of, I haven't looked at it yet. In my little journal, we got to go back a little ways. Okay, so I wrote out a list of things I'm leaving behind, and then a second list of things I will do. So I want to revisit these just to see like how well I'm doing. Okay, things I'm leaving behind: addictions. And these aren't like necessarily addictions like cigarettes or vaping or pot, THC, or anything like that, because I don't do that stuff anyway. So it doesn't include that. My addictions include spending money, way too much money. That's probably my biggest addiction. And I do it by justifying it that I'm going to thrift stores. I'm not spending that much, but it adds up to a lot of money. And eating out. I eat out a lot. So sodas, I do drink sodas probably about 3 times a week, which I want to cut sodas completely out of my life. Just there's no good in that. And alcohol. So alcohol meaning wine mostly. I don't drink beer because I have an adverse action to hops, and so I can't drink beer. However, we're going to get to that in a minute as I go through my list. So addictions. Alcohol, mostly wine. Okay, so I found a beer that I can drink, and it's called Blue Moon, and it's a Belgium wheat beer, so it doesn't have hops. So I tried one, and I really liked it. So I haven't been drinking wine very much. My friend Nikki came over and we had lunch and we had a glass of wine, and she's not drinking either, so we agreed that there's responsible drinking and that we can have a glass of wine with our lunch in the afternoon. So we had a glass of wine. I have drank some beers, like maybe a 6-pack over this whole month time. So I am still kind of battling the wine beer paradigm or whatever, because I like it and I don't want to give it up because it's a pleasure, but I have to be very responsible in how I use it. So that's where I'm at with the alcohol. I'm not doing any hard alcohol at all. None. No martinis, no specialty drinks, no cocktails, which I absolutely love. I love just a really fun foo-foo lemon drop martini or a foo-foo cocktail. I just love it so much, but I'm staying away from the hard alcohol. Spending, I'm doing so well spending. I did spend a lot this month on Louis because we had to do his vet appointment and stuff like that, but I'm not doing any extra spending. I have only gone the full month, I've only gone thrifting twice, and the first time I spent $18 and the second time I only spent $14. So I kept it under $20 both times, and I thrifted locally. Well, I went to Murphy's once, but that's considered local. So yeah, so that's good. Sodas, yeah, I'm still every once in a while in the afternoon, if I'm feeling really, really run down and I feel like I have stuff I have to still get done, I'll drink a Pepsi. They're in the garage, so I have to like really make a mental thought to do that. I have to go out and get it and bring it in, and so I kind of put that barrier between me and the addiction. So that's, oh, and coffee. I didn't talk about coffee on here, but I did talk about coffee before. And one of the things I'm realizing is I did a video where I made some dandelion root coffee, and it's so good. But you know, I don't know if it's my age or my lifestyle or the way I eat or all three, but I just need this in the morning. If I only drink 1 cup, this is my second cup, I'm being completely transparent and honest, and if I only drink 1 cup, I'm just a zombie. I'm just walking around. I want to take a nap. Come on, Louie, let's go to sleep. So I need the caffeine. I don't know if it's like massive years of addiction or what, but I have not done well with only 1 cup of coffee. On to the next one. Going fast, hurrying, rushing, moving quickly, anxiety driven. Okay, so I just kind of touched on that. I'm trying to force myself to get a little faster. No, I am going really slow. I'm not anxiety driven with my tasks anymore. If you've been watching some of my shorts, I've been posting about making some sourdough bread starter, which is been really good for me, for my patients, because you can't go fast. It just does its thing and you just got to work with it. So that's been really good. But no, I'm not hustling anymore. I'm not hustling to get tasks done. I'm not hustling to get, like, I got to get the bathroom done. And I typically do that because I want to hurry up and get it done so I don't have to think about it and I don't have to worry about it and I don't have to, and I want it done fast because I don't want to spend all day doing things. So I'm not doing that anymore. I'm enjoying the process a little bit more of things. Even cleaning the bathroom. I mean, I'm grateful I have a bathroom, right? Indoor plumbing. And all the things that's in there. My bathtub, just my big, beautiful cast iron, claw-footed bathtub. I love it. So I have kind of a different attitude where I'm nurturing my environment more than resenting it. So, number 3, overspending. I'm good, I think. I haven't been to Ross. That's not true. I did go to Ross I went to Ross and I bought gifts for all my children's pets because we didn't have Christmas this year together, because my daughter that usually hosts Christmas, because she's got the really big house in Sacramento, which is really central, she took a big long Panama cruise thing where she was gone for like 2 weeks, and so when she got back, she hosted a brunch, so we exchanged gifts. So I went to Ross and purchased some doggy treats and some doggy toys. So, sorry, that's the only thing I bought at Ross. I didn't buy myself anything. Yes, I did buy Louie some toys, of course I did. So, but I haven't been to TJ Maxx at all. I have not gone thrifting out of town except for Murphy's, but that was just one thrift store and it's only 14 miles away. So, I mean, I guess everything's out of town. When I say out of town, I mean 2 hours away, like to a bigger city. So, and no thrifting marathons. Nope. Went, did it, bought my little thing or my under $20 worth of stuff at one store and came home. I did the thrift reveal. You can watch that on another video. And then Amazon. It's so funny because I canceled my Amazon Prime subscription. So now it takes a while for me to add up $35 worth to get the free shipping. And so typically what happens is that by the time I get enough things in my cart to get the free shipping, I review the things and I decide I don't need them. So that's been working really well. The other thing I've been doing is I've been ordering my groceries online from the local grocery stores, and that helps a lot because I go and I pick it up. I don't even go into the store. So I go. I have a list of all the things I need that I write down, and then I go on to the app and then I put all those things into my cart, and then it just takes it off of my credit card that I have linked to it. And then it gives me a time, like an hour window to come pick it up. And then I just drive over there and I tell them when I'm there and they come out with the stuff, they put it in my car and I drive away. It's great. It's really helping me not spontaneous buy. What is it when you are spontaneous? Oh, I don't know. I can't remember. There's a term for it where they put all the things by the checkout because it's impulse buy. It really saves me from impulse buying. So that's really good. Eating out. No, I haven't. I have not eaten out one time. I've eaten with friends, like the brunch that I went to with my children, it was hosted at my daughter's house, so we just took food, so we didn't eat out. And then Nikki and I were talking and we wanted to get together, and I invited her over to my house for lunch. So I fixed lunch with everything I had here. I didn't buy any extra food. I didn't buy anything. I had a bottle of wine left over from the Solstice time period, and I opened up the bottle of wine and we just sat here for probably about maybe 4 hours and just talked and got caught up. First time I've seen her since the Solstice issue, so that was good. We didn't really talk about it. We're just like, let that go. I did say, sorry for the meltdown, and she's like, it's cool, it happens, and that was it. And we moved on, and so, but no, I have not eaten out, not even once. I'm trying to think, nope, not even one time in a month. That's crazy. I usually eat out like at least 5 times a week. I was craving a pizza really, really bad. So I did go and buy a pizza for like, I don't know, what are they, like $7? And I fixed it myself and I put some things on it that I had here and using up the food I have, and yeah. Plastic. I vowed I don't want to purchase any more unneeded plastic. And when I talk about that, I just mean like mostly storage things. I have a lot of plastic storage with the little lids that click on. I think what I want to do is eventually phase all of that out and buy all glass containers, storage containers, so that I don't, so that I'm not doing plastic things. So I'm doing really well. I phased out 4 pieces, I think, that I don't really need. I went through all of my plastic stuff, you know, Tupperware-esque stuff, and I weeded out a bunch, and I'm giving it off to charity so that somebody else can use it if they want it. And yeah, so I'm just phasing it out as I go along. Memberships and subscriptions, except for YouTube, all gone, all of them. I was so tempted to start a subscription. I can't remember now what it was. And I was like, oh my God, I want to start that subscription. And it looked so fabulous. And I was like, and see, now I can't even remember. And I wanted it so bad. And I told myself, nope, no subscriptions. It was a box. It was like a box subscription. Okay, screen time. I'm doing really, really good with screen time. Yeah, I'm just doing really well with screen time. I don't know. I just cut down a lot of my viewing. I did delete a lot of my subscriptions on YouTube that weren't connected to learning, which is kind of crazy because mine has no value at all to anyone, really. Like, I wouldn't watch mine. To be inspirational, but yeah, I do have inspirational ones. Inspirational and learning, excuse me, are the only real YouTube subscriptions I have. This one's really important. Stop buying expensive self-care products, hair, nails, or jewelry. Haven't bought anything. Haven't bought anything at all. No self-care. I've stopped wearing makeup. I might start again. I don't know. I'm still contemplating. However, I'm using castor oil on my face, cold press organic castor oil instead of lotions, and on my body. So I'm not doing lotions. I'm not buying any self-care for my hair either. As you notice, I'm not doing anything with my hair. It is starting to grow out a little bit. This is the point where I go in and I cut it off again. So I'm not doing that this time. I'm just gonna let it go because I can't find anybody that can cut it to the way I like it. Like, it's a hit or miss sort of thing. Like, sometimes I get it cut, I absolutely love it. And then the next time I go to get it done again, they just destroy it. So the last time I went, she just destroyed it. She like my bangs, like these were cut like up to here. It was horrible. So yeah, I'm not coloring it. As you can tell, it's starting to come in. It's natural color. I'm not coloring it. I'm not cutting it. I'm just letting it do its thing. Okay, and that's it. Things I will do. Let's see how many of them I've done. Use all of what I had before buying more. Clothes, material I have that I've had for years that I've never used. I want to use it up, make things like dresses. Self-care products, and herbs. Okay, so I've been doing that. If you watch some of my videos, you'll see I've been using my herbs. I've been using up my Apothecary at Home boxes. I've been using up all the food I have in the house in crazy ways before I go and buy more. Yeah, so I'm doing really, really, really great things there. I'm really proud of myself, and I am kind of teaching myself how to cook things a little bit. I've been playing with some sourdough starter, or maybe the sourdough starter's playing with me. I'm doing really good there. I haven't bought any clothes. I haven't bought anything, nothing, no clothes, no self-care products. I haven't bought any new herbs, nothing. So, yay. Okay, I have not started. I kind of started this last night, actually, in the bathroom, because I was going through all of my old makeup and I was throwing away all my old makeup. So then, you know, once you get kind of started, you just keep going. So I was in my cabinet and I go through each space and clean out old, unused, expired things and reduce my what would that be called? I want to say girth. That's not the right word. Just reduce. Okay, so reduce the amount of crap I have that I'm not using or that has expired. So what I started to say is, and this might, I don't know if I have anything about makeup in here or not. However, I have 90% made a decision that I want to throw away all my makeup. The reason I stopped wearing makeup was that the mascara I was using was causing my eyes to water really bad. And then I just started thinking, why am I doing this? Like, there's no reason to do this. Like, I'm not trying to be alluring. Clearly, I'm not trying to attract anybody. So why am I doing this? And to my face, to my eyelashes, to myself. And so I stopped wearing makeup, and I wanted to not wear makeup for a full month, and I haven't worn any makeup at all. So I'm making the decision to go in and throw away all my old makeup, all my, I don't want to call it cheap stuff, but all my toxic makeup. So I've made the decision that I may start wearing makeup on occasion, but I want it to be all natural and organic, like yeah, you know, like what is it, Mad Hippie or Burt's Bees or something like that. And so what am I saying? I went in, I started clearing out my makeup, and then I started just clearing out old medications that I don't use because I'm trying to use all folk medicines now. So I'm getting rid of a lot. I'm just clearing out stuff that I don't use. So I did start that, but not necessarily intentionally. So I do want to go through each room. I want to take each room and just do a thorough clean out of everything that I'm not using or having in my house. Number 3, always try to find something I need. Oh, I'm like, what am I talking about? Always try to find something I need used before buying it new. So, yeah, I think I'm doing that. I haven't bought anything new. In a full month. So, I mean, I have bought some things for Louis, I have to be honest, but for the house or for me, I don't think I have. I don't think I've bought anything new. So, I don't think I've needed anything because I'm really starting to take a real hard, cold honest look at my life and all the excess I have. And yeah, there's reasons behind that. I'm kind of starting to realize that I was filling my life up with people and things because I was lonely. And now, honestly, I think because I have Louis, I don't feel lonely anymore. Anyway, that's a whole nother video for another time. Cook at home, take lunches, freeze leftovers, buy only food I need. Yes, yes, yes. Been doing that. Super proud of myself for that. So go slow, breathe. There is no hurry. That's the one thing that's hard for me. I think I've been just in the hustle culture for so long with my job. I mean, I've worked pretty much my whole life. I was able to raise my kids until, I was married for 10 years and I raised my kids until my youngest one was 4 or 5 and he was in school. So then I started school when he went to school. The other 2 were in school too. So while they were in school, I went to school. And then I got my degree, then I started working. And by then they were old enough to go to daycare after school. And I worked part-time. So I've worked pretty much the last 30 years. And it's really hard for me to slow down, which comes to my next one, which is major help for me slowing down, is take a bath instead of shower. I've not taken a shower since I wrote that. I've been taking baths every day. I get up, Louis and I have our whole little routine. I was putting him in the crate. When I got into the shower, he was fine with that. But one day I decided to leave him out and see how well he did. And now he doesn't have to go in his crate. He does really, really well. When I take my bath, he just goes in, he gets up on my bed and he just lays there and waits for me. So the bath is such a wonderful way for me to just like amp it down, breathe, think about my day, think about the things I want to accomplish, wash myself up really, really slowly and wonderfully and intentionally, and then get out, slowly put my castor oil on, and just really go slow in the morning has helped me tremendously. So listen to gentle and healing music. I haven't done any of that. I don't really listen to music. In fact, that was one of the subscriptions I canceled, was my Pandora, because I don't really listen to music while I'm alone. I don't know. I like the silence, I guess. I don't know. I don't listen. Sometimes I do. I haven't listened to music for this whole time I've written this because I canceled the subscription. And so I don't know. It's rare that I listen to music. So moderate my screen time. We already talked about that. Make my own herbal medicines. I am doing that. You might remember I got some poison oak, so I made some salve, some plantain salve, and it's helping my poison oak. And yeah, so I am, oh, cosmetics and self-care products. Okay, so probably haven't done that. I think I'm gonna purchase cosmetics and self-care products. However, I think that they will be all organic. Stop getting my hair cut. I've been able to go a full month. I've been able to go past wanting to get it cut so bad. Just looking at it thinking, I can't stand it, but I just pull it back and I carry on. So I'm not cutting it. I'm gonna cut it myself if I ever do cut it, so. And the last one, set gentle, achievable goals for myself. So that's it. That's a review of my winter solstice Yule goals for this year from now until then. And I think I'm still pretty much on track. Pepsi, maybe the alcohol, the addictions. I guess they're addictions for a reason, right? Well, I'll work on those, I promise. I do need coffee, even though I start my day very gently. I still need a little bit more caffeine to keep me from falling asleep. So I'll see you later. Stay tuned and stay whimsical.